What's up, everyone? This is a quick little video overviewing the philosophies that my online meditation group have been experimenting with and considering over the past couple weeks. And so the first concept I think that is really valuable to embrace for meditation is internal versus external space. The ability to appreciate this idea of an internal versus an external space really gives our practice a direction and gives our stillness and our silence a sense of movement, oddly. And so in Sanskrit, these two territories are differentiated by terms. Anu is the internal, and the word itself means atom, and then Vib is the external, and the word itself means cosmos. And so when we meditate, we are attempting to internalize the mind to the best of our abilities to, in time, recognize the atom of our own being, which turns out to be Atman, or soul. And if we were to externalize infinitely and sort of perceive the destination of the cosmic space, that would be totality, or God. And so the beauty of this as an epiphany that an individual can encounter is that as we look into ourselves and find Anu personally through firsthand experience, which is called pratyaksha, we realize that our inner self, not our names, not our concepts of morality or principle or our hopes or dreams or fears, the essence of I-ness is the same as that universal totality. And so from this realization, the great mantras of the Upanishads, Aham, I am Atman, I am the soul, or I am the self. Aham na, I am not all the things I thought I was, my body, my name, my desires, my fears. And then Aham Brahmasmi, I am that, I am Brahman. When I realize my true essential self, I realize that that essential self is Brahman, is the heart of reality, the totality of existence. And as philosophical or sort of poetic as the words sound, the experience itself is deeply visceral. It's a unique experience, and the heart of why traditional meditators work so hard to look into themselves. So, when you close your eyes, you're breathing deeply, you're trying to wipe out the thoughts or let them flow, however you interpret your effort. Understand that you're trying to internalize to recover Atman, and this will empower the experience or the direction of your practice. A couple other philosophies that we went over was this idea of jiv and anitya. Jiv means the individual drop of existence, and then anitya is infinite change. The reality is that our relationships, when we are engulfed in our thought processes and assume we are the minds, our relationship to change is often destabilizing. We want to grow, but when life sort of intervenes and changes in front of us, the path alters while we're stepping through it. We experience frustration, stress, confusion, self-doubt, and that can sort of metastasize into anger, greed, violence, jealousy. And so our relationship to change, if we're honest with ourselves, provokes a lot of suffering or stress. But if we learn to occupy our own distinct individuality, not the ego's individuality, but again, this sense of I-ness, which corresponds very much with Atman, the soul. If we can stand in that distinct individuality, we perceive in a very physical way that everything is changing anyways. Our thought process is changing, our bodies are changing, the winds are changing, the circumstances of our culture are changing. And we finally realize that it's not up to us to try to control change or predict change, but appreciate the constant flow of transformation that life is. But this transformation, this state of eternal evolution, is best appreciated and most clearly perceived when our minds are anchored in our own distinctness. Again, not egoic distinctness, not what makes you an individual person, but the heart of I-ness. And so that, going back to the first concept, is at the distant end, the far territories of Anu, of the internal space. Cool. So I hope that made sense. It's a lot of thought, a lot of new words. But when you sit down and meditate, very simply, appreciate that you're looking into yourself, and that is a new direction of reality. And that the point of going into that space and moving in that direction is to recover I-ness. Atman, the soul, or Jiv, the drop of individual existence, or the true self, another sort of popular term that's wrapped into this experience. It's not just an idea. Awesome. So I hope that titillates and empowers your practice. If you want to join these classes, they are proving to be surprisingly wonderful and empowering. So I welcome you to that. Otherwise, have a beautiful day. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Be well.